Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Listen Queens. As you'll notice, we are missing one of our lovely Listen Queens, which is Miss Beth Allen. She's traveling at the moment, so she's unable to make it. Hopefully next week or possibly the week after, she will return with us. But I do want to welcome everybody that is commenting and that is watching, because I see we got several that's watching and not commenting. Um,
See, you can see that side. I can't see that side.
so
Hey, and the featured guest in the back.
is my wonderful husband, Jason Morales.
Y'all need to know which way the bathroom is? It's that way.
Oh, so it's up.
I think I need to see the nurse. I need a band-aid for all these cuts I got.
I cannot.
Hey, Coco. Okay, hold on. I gotta ask Coco a question. Does anyone else call you Coco besides me? Because I need to go take care of business. If so,
Hello, Jackie, Emery,
hey, Justin,
Courtney,
Rick.
Justin, Rick. Welcome everybody. It's been a hot minute since we've been on, and we do apologize. Life kind of got chaotic, and I got another crazy full-time job that I've been doing, so I've been busy. But today's topic, we're actually going to talk about, I guess, kind of the evolution. Hi, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
We're going to talk about the evolution of how you progress in the paranormal. So there are many of us who are on teams. There are many of us who try to expand our knowledge and our practices and investigate with other people. Basically do partnerships with other people in that, we're learning how they investigate. Listen. Hey, Ricky, miss and love you, buddy. My discovery sublapsed.
Where did Willie get this from?
I'm on the show. We're not fixing to share what the dog just had. Stop.
And on that note, you also get to see our daily lives. You get to see what we're really like.
So my dog just had something that he shouldn't have had in his mouth. I'm that's all we're gonna say. Hi, Joe.
So,
oh my gosh. Oh, your mom's heat stopped working? Well, prayers, buddy. That's not good.
See, now here it is. It was,
north.
once the sun went down, it was 73 degrees here.
Baby Ricky said hi. He said, "What's up, Ricky?" Yes, Miss Courtney. Please share. Invite you back. Well, why don't you come on the live now? You can be a queen for the day, sir. I'll send you the invite. Oh, I cannot. Eileen, look at him.
Oh my gosh.
He's got his.
I love you, but you are a nerd.
Listen, this is every day around here. I'm just saying.
Hey, Eileen, can you believe this? Chrissy won't go out nowhere with me wearing my hat.
No.
Honey, I wouldn't even go out with you, period. What you talking about?
You would have no choice.
Courtney said hi, baby.
Remember, I kept a distance from you at the bar, and then this is going to sound really bad. After that, it was just the hotel.
That's what happens when we all get together and we go to a big wedding. Just saying. Okay, Ricky, I'll send you the invite. Give me half a second here, folks. We're going to add Ricky to the show.
And Coco, we're going to have to really talk to Stephen. He cannot steal my nickname for you. Sorry. So, how is everybody today?
Hi, Greg. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Lord.
So what kind of brought this topic on was, as everyone knows, we do readings on the show a lot. And everybody knows that I'm uncomfortable reading in public. And before I say it, I do want to say no one has ever said anything to me in a negative sense. But I'm that person that, for those that know me, that I always hate being judged. And even in not being judged, I feel like I'm being judged sometimes. And Chrissy and Beth get on to me all the time for that. It's like it's in my head. But it's like I always think people that knew me 2-3 years ago or more sit there and go, well, she never did this. She never did that. And, I want other people, because I'm sure there's other people out there that have made further developments in their paranormal life and feel comfortable stepping out of your comfort zone, because people you meet, such as Chrissy and Beth, introduce you to things that you may not have ever been introduced to, or help you tune into certain things that you're supposed to be going towards. And that's so not me, Joshua. That relax is never in my vocabulary.
Yeah, relax is not in her vocabulary nor her comprehension of the word. Because no matter how many times we tell her she's fine, she does not listen.
That's why, Eileen, you gotta adopt the effort. I can't say the word on here because I know this listen, queens, but you gotta have the effort attitude. Look, if it don't concern me and it ain't my world, I don't care.
Well, see, that's what's so funny. Every one of my friends, Rebecca, Chrissy, Beth, all of them have that personality. Mine's the, what am I going to do? Who's going to talk about me? But yeah, relax is so not in my vocabulary.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something too. The more people that talks about you, see, with success comes haters.
Well, I've been fortunate that in my, because I was in the paranormal field well before I knew there was a paranormal world. I knew there was television shows, but I didn't know there was podcasts. I didn't know there was, groups. I didn't know any of that. And so that's when I got with Southern Paranormal and was like, wait, there's other teams that do this. And then I met up with David Childers. And then it just kind of, was a trickle effect from there. And then, I'll still laugh at the day Chrissy and I met, not in person. That was a funny day, the first time we met in person, but just over the phone, that 1 second conversation ended up like 3 hours later.
Yeah.
And then just everyone, like Rebecca being supportive when I want to try new things, and everybody just opening up and letting me. But you always feel those people, because I've heard it. I haven't, no one has said it to me, but I've heard it. Well, what does that person know about this? That they've never done that before. Everyone starts somewhere. Not every one of us are just the type that I wouldn't say the lucky ones, but it's also the unlucky ones that grow up seeing things and all that. Because I say, the people who don't do that are like, you're so lucky. The people who do see things are like, yeah, no, no.
Well, Eileen, let me ask you this. You are confident and sure in the abilities that you have, right?
No. Not.
But do you understand you have abilities, that you have certain senses that other people might not have?
My surrounding environment is working on that with me. I've gotten better.
What I'm saying is that people, if you were insignificant, if you weren't doing something good, people don't talk about you. They have no reason to.
Well, and that's why I want other people, because I'm sure I'm not the only one out there that's like this, that has come into, like, I hear Chrissy all the time, trust your gut, trust your gut, trust your gut. So I'll call up and say, I listen to my gut. I listen. But not everybody has their blind spot.
What's up?
Well, hey, long time no see. Ricky Hellard, queen for a day. There it is.
Hey, you a queen every day.
Yes, queen.
You're my queen.
Yes.
So, Ricky, we're talking about coming in and the evolution of your gifts and your abilities and how you investigate, and even those who don't have necessarily gifts, but structuring how they investigate and what tools they use and who they investigate with, and why that can kind of change who you are and who you become in this field.
Right.
Experience plays a
Right.
lot in it too.
It does. You want to kind of, do you want to kind of jump in there and talk about from your perspective?
Yeah. First thing is who you investigate's everything. I mean, you can investigate with everybody, but there's still certain people you can investigate better with, and there's nothing wrong with that. Different energies. It's just like anybody you meet in life. There's going to be certain people you walk into a location or walk into a room and be like, hey, I like that person, so they're going to go, interact, or vice versa. Somebody walks in the room, I'm staying the hell away from you. I don't know who you are. I don't like your energy. Stuff like that. It happens. It happens to all of us, Somebody might be interacting with somebody, getting good evidence. You walk in that room, it could be dead. You could be a paranormal cock-block,
Exactly. But it's trusting that instinct and interacting with everybody else in the field, even though like Ilene may investigate differently than I do. You may investigate differently than she does, but we can all come together and we can all feed that positive energy to one another, maybe expose one another to, what, I try it this way and this works better for me, and then their ideology that they carry with them on investigations begins to evolve and change.
That's the thing you said, though. Positivity. You have to have that everywhere you go, because the more positivity you're putting in the air, the better results you're going to have. That goes for anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
You got to put positive energy out there to get positive energy back.
Yep.
And Ilene, you have to follow your gut. Ilene, listen, y'all.
Just like Chrissy said, listen, get it together.
Exactly.
Ricky, you have no room to talk about getting it together.
Oh, I haven't had it together, and I probably never will. But
that's why you two call me.
Yep.
No, but I mean, I anybody in this field, I think, should reach out to others that may do things differently. Ilene was talking about tarot reading. She uses a specific type of card. I use multiple different types of cards. Beth uses multiple different types of cards. I use pendulums. Some people don't use pendulums. It's what you feel led to do. And I think that the energy you surround yourself with opens up your ability to new things and discovering who you're evolving to.
And it's okay to do trial and error. Okay, we're talking about cards. So I bought these moon cards and I called Beth and I was like, Beth, this is so hard to explain, but when I am doing them, I did better with this deck of tarot than the moon oracle cards. I literally felt nothing. I didn't feel bored. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel sad. I felt nothing using them. So I passed the set on. I said, well, I was meant to buy this set for someone else. I passed the set on.
Yeah.
And Beth loves them. She loves the cards. And then it was that moment. I think Stormy had taken me to a gentleman out in Louisiana and he had Lenormand. And I was like, and I had tried, this is just, I'm like you, this is like a small little set of what I have, but just trial and error. And when he laid out the grand tableau, I was like,
that's it.
I felt everything. Mm-hmm. And I do have the others, but I stick with the tableau or the Lenormand. And 90%, I was like, oh, I'm going to find someone else who does this. No one else does this. I'm like, what? But it's okay to do trial and error. It's okay if I want to say, hey, teach me how to do the pendulum. It's not that, you can Google and all that, but, teach me. And if I feel nothing, I'm not going to do it.
Right. You can't just pick it up and go hush, blah, 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 at work. You might conjure something up, and the next thing you know, your damn cat goes flying across the room, and then the doors start opening and closing. It's like, what did I just do? Sometimes it's just not meant.
No, I want you to make the noise again.
Oh, I miss your energy, Ricky. I miss your energy so much.
It's still a Fort Wayne. You can't feel it. I mean, I brought the crazies out. We've been having problems with people downtown Fort Wayne. They're breaking into everything downtown now.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's horrible. Are they
We need to have.
Bell?
Huh?
They haven't broken into the Bell Mansion, have they?
No. But surrounding areas, yeah, there's been an increase in break-ins and stuff like that. They know not to mess with the Bell.
That's horrible. Well, I know that you got all kinds of security and cameras.
Oh yeah.
But, so
They know there's got us crazy people in there, so they don't want none of this. Just saying.
Yeah.
But no, it's been Fort Wayne's crazy anyway. I think it's just a change of seasons. It's starting to get warm, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not good. No bueno.
Yep.
Look, I will tell. I want to go back to spring or fall. I mean, it's supposed to be spring right now, but it's like starting to get summer already.
I want spring and summer. That's all I want.
I don't want summer. Well, no, you've been in the South. No.
I will take that over the winter up here, so that should tell you. I like the cool days. I could take a fall for winter, like up here. It'd be nice to have a Georgia fall.
I think Brad's comments for you.
I know. I got a beard now. Yeah.
You cut your hair, Beth. You're not allowed to do that.
I'm stressing.
Where's your fingernails? I need to see your fingernails.
I've been biting them off. Got to fit the bill, right?
Ricky gracefully accepted the invite to join Eileen and I.
Yep.
And he was in the comment section, and I
Where is Parasite? I miss my best too. I miss her. Where's she at?
She's got a lot going on lately.
Okay. As long as she's okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah, she's got some health issues, but she's traveling. She's on the road right now.
Okay.
So she wasn't.
We love you, Beth.
She wasn't able to be on tonight. Hopefully next week, maybe the week after, depending upon what she's got going on. Look, if my husband don't mute his phone, y'all are gonna see me tackle him like a linebacker.
Parapenis. Stop.
Hey, pee-pee.
I am. Knock it off.
Smack her with your pee-pee.
I don't want to see that. I do not want to see that. Do it off screen.
Chrissy does. Look at her. She's laughing over there. She's all excited. She's like, I want to see it. Listen.
They're gonna be like, damn, how that third leg kicked her.
Well, that's she's going
supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
She's leaving the house for work now, so now she doesn't know what to do anymore.
Talking about my
Not about offending anybody. It's about my job. Oh Lord. Oh, prayers for but thank you so much, Josh. We appreciate that.
Y'all, I am working. I am trying to lease an apartment right now.
You're trying
multitasking.
Lease an apartment.
No, ma'am.
Multitasking.
No, ma'am. Are you getting paid to do that right now?
I get paid if they lease.
Okay, then that's different. Listen, get it together and lease that apartment.
Hi, Donald.
Donald, I was giving you. Hold on. I was being nice to Donald a minute ago.
You were being nice.
Yeah, I gave him kudos.
Oh.
Just want to put it out there.
Okay, so Ricky, I know that you don't do tarot reading.
But I love to take the tarot readings.
or pendulums. So
I do pendulum.
Do you? I've never seen you use one.
I do that in dowsing rods. I don't do it often, but I do it a little more at the bell because it's more of a safe spot to kind of do that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So
now
I'm pretty good at them.
I'm not big on dowsing rods.
Now, see, I use those as well.
Yeah.
The only reason is because I know me and holding something steady.
You have to have steady hands, 100%.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people. There's a certain way to do it because gravity will affect it. I mean, And I've also noticed you put out enough energy, you can make those things cross. So you know what I do? Close my eyes.
Well, see,
And that's a lot of the time that's what I do as well. I center and focus and ground myself.
You have to.
So, you know, it's not me projecting it, but it's complete spirit based. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yep.
But I
You can
feel
feel it too when
you
it's
can,
happening.
you can feel the energy go through the rods. You can. Um, but I think that there are people that can't, that they just don't work for.
Right. Well, they're not meant to use them. I mean, they were originally used to find water too,
right.
believe it or not. So
Right.
it's another one of those spiritual things. You know, you have to be tuned in to what you're using and have an ability of some sort that can channel. And that's dangerous itself. Channeling is dangerous, like 100% dangerous. So
It is.
just like you said, you got to be grounded. Because if
That
you're not,
happened. That happened to me at the Monroe house, and I didn't even realize what it was.
because if you're not grounded, you're gonna have woochie beep boo 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 come through and
Listen,
like.
listen, I wasn't even using those. I was just sitting there, and Corey was next to me, and something came
Mhm.
over me, and I couldn't move. I
Yeah,
couldn't. I
you
couldn't
can just
talk.
be yeah, you can just
Well,
be
like,
sitting there.
It was scary.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of Donald because oh, hey, Sky. I'm so proud of Donald because
Sky! I just got
he
off the phone with her today.
he always is like, well, nothing ever touches me, nothing ever, I don't feel, I mean, feel the normal stuff, and I'm not meaning his
Mhm.
wife, but feel the normal stuff that any investigator feels. But he's always like that. Well, the last investigation we did together, he had this, and I swear something came over him because I've known Donald for years, and he had this look on his face like he was no longer there. And
Mhm.
even my husband made a comment the way he was acting, and he just came over and he just kept like rubbing his bald head, and he's like, I feel like I need to tell you something. I said, what? He goes, and he just kept repeating, I just feel I need to tell you something. I was, what? He goes, I need you to be careful on the way home. And he just looked so weird.
Was he channeling something by chance?
And he's never even, as far as I know, he's never tried. It was just, that was that night I
It
called
just
him
happened.
from Coatsworth, Chrissy. And he said, I need you to be careful on the way home. He goes, I feel like deer or something. And we had an experience on the way home. Like, had two different experiences on the way home. Didn't involve deer, but one of them was something that we saw, and we still don't know what we saw.
Yeah.
And then I had the worst panic attack of my life. My husband thought I was going to jump out of, and I came from a deep sleep, and I felt
Oh,
like I
that's
was
the
going to jump
worst.
out the car. And I told him, and by the time it was an hour and a half, 2 hour drive, I said, if I'm not better by the time we make it to Jackson, you're going to take me to the hospital. I mean, I'm like, no, if I'm stripping clothes. I mean, I'm trying to whatever.
Yeah. No, that's the worst. That's when I have my panic attacks, like the bad ones. I'm in a deep sleep. They're the worst to wake up to.
And Sky, is it one where I'm in a black top? Because I have a second account because all these guys make me go into Facebook jail a lot. So I have one of them.
They make you. They make you.
Yeah,
We
get your
know
whole
better.
self
We
together.
know better.
She can't play nicely, Sky, so she's got to do account. Let her be honest.
Repeat offender.
Now, I had the opportunity to investigate with Sky
Scotty.
one time, and she's one of the ones that kind of I talked to a little bit.
She is the bomb diggity, y'all. Like Sky is amazing, phenomenal.
Well, she actually called out some stuff on the because I did the walkthrough with her, and anybody who's ever investigated with me knows I try, everybody, okay, Donald, shut up, Brad, close lips when investigating, and try not to tell people things. And she hit it on.
Mm-hmm.
But Sky, I don't even know if I've got access to that account anymore. But I'm wearing a black top with my hair kind of to the side. It probably is my account, but I don't worry with it.
I cannot.
Be getting hacked and shit. What you been doing to them hackers? You been giving them hell? Like, I hate that Ilene chick. I don't know.
She can't behave. She can't behave. She said, share me your new one.
We still don't know where the
she's
picture went either.
The
picture we had of
normal.
you at the bell, that woman painted of you, basically. I don't know where it went.
I've got it still. but
Somebody bought it. It's from I know. But
It
it's
was my
like,
stalker. That was probably my stalker.
That's
Probably.
crazy.
yeah. It was just so funny. It looked just like you. I was just like, hey, look, Eileen's here.
I know. It was scary
Creepy.
how much it
Yeah.
looked like her.
Mm-hmm.
Super scary.
Yeah.
So what
I
about you
know.
guys in the comment section? So is there any specific tool that you utilize while investigating, or any specific gift that you may not have been comfortable with when you first came into the field that now you utilize? Because like Eileen said, I'm the mean one, and I push her out of her comfort zone, and I make her utilize her ability to read, and she's very good at it. But she always second guesses herself.
And then you wonder why.
You can't just
People
let her
like
be a
this
girl from
one.
Mississippi. You can't let her be a good old Mississippi girl.
Well, I mean, she's good at reading. She needs to expand that.
I was good at reading, but I don't read. But were you asking the question towards me? Or
Anybody.
Oh, okay.
You
So why
can't
don't
read
you read?
anything.
Mhm.
You can't read the directions on how to
Mhm.
open a roll of toilet paper.
You damn right. I just pull that thing out. I gotta use it. You know. If it goes one way, it goes one way.
Toilet paper.
Probably because they're probably worried about getting sued. There's probably instructions on how to
Do
open
not eat the
everything.
toilet paper. Stuff like that.
I'm forever trying to convince her of that, Sky. I'm forever. Beth and I are. She will walk us through most locations that she's on, whether it be private investigation or public or whatnot, or if she just has an eerie feeling, she'll take us there. But we're forever telling her, trust your instinct, know your instinct, just go with it, because she second guesses herself, and she shouldn't.
And I've noticed majority of the time, like this is something I'm working on. When you're having stuff happen, you feel crazy. You don't feel like it's real. You just sometimes you have to let them speak. They're speaking through you. That's what I've learned. What's up, Shannon?
Hello. But I just want everyone to know that it's okay, and I'm not one to talk, to get out of your comfort zone. And I'm not one to talk. Don't worry about the people that are talking about you trying to damage your image.
Hey, that's at the end of the day. That's all it is. It's talk. Actions speak louder than words, and that's what those are, words. So
Well, and here's my thing. So you have a lot of people who will say, well, I don't believe that people have gifts, or I don't believe that people have the ability to see, hear, or know, or feel. It's just luck is what they'll say. But
call it dumb luck then.
I'm one who will just basically say I'm not designed to have to prove myself to anybody.
Exactly, and you tell them, listen.
Right. I mean, if I'm given a message, then I deliver it. Whether you take it or what you do with it is on you.
Next time they're driving, then it hits, they're like, oh shit, she was right.
Well, and Eileen and I, when we first met, she was like, Chrissy, can you give me a reading? And I didn't know her from anybody.
I was like, who's this Chrissy bitch?
Exactly. And she asked for a reading, and I gave her a reading, and I was spot on. And she was like, oh my God. Yeah. And I'm like, what? Did I hit the nail on the head? And she's like, yeah, you did.
No.
And we were forever friends from that moment forward, because that was a 3-hour conversation.
2 years later, she's still stuck with me.
Listen, it ain't a bad.
Or a year.
Where the hell David Childers at? Where the hell he at? He ran away from you. Now you stuck with Chrissy.
Oh Lord.
Now I do have Sky's book. Like I said, I'm all for promoting. And Sky, I do apologize. I have not had a chance to read it yet. But I am all about promoting. If it's someone I know, I am going to support. If that just means buying a book or whatever, I'm going to support you if I know you.
And I will tell you, Sky, like she's amazing. She blew me away today because we're dealing with a certain entity. Well, I've been dealing with a certain entity at the Bell. It's nothing crazy or whatnot. But she described the entity that I've been dealing with to a T, and she's not talked. We haven't talked. Me and her have that friendship where we can go months without talking and never miss a beat, like we do, Chrissy, and Eileen. But
wait, who are
the
you?
fact
I cannot.
I don't know, who are you? I forgot your name. Oh, you got crazy good. No. Oh, but anyway, though, like to a T of what we not only that I've been picking up on, but other people at the place have been picking up on. I was just like, oh shit, she's on it. She's good. She's good at what she does. She also did. We did some personal talking today. She hit on, I mean, spot on what I've been going through too. So, Sky's legit. Read her book. It will help you. It will help you understand energies and everything like that. It's.
I'm just not a big reader, and I'm trying to be.
Audiobook.
I'm sorry. You mean like a book? Or
Audiobook.
No, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Donald over here.
What do you say? With a walrus. Okay, do explain.
No,
I'm a walrus.
I can't explain that one. That's an inside.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What have you been doing at SeaWorld?
Rebecca's there too. So
What y'all do at SeaWorld?
I don't want to know. Listen. I know.
I don't want to know.
I am not an accessory to this crime. I'm just going to back out of this right now. That's all I'm saying.
that is one of those after the show. We will discuss that.
He said,
Okay.
we can't explain that in there. I got you, Donald.
I bet.
I got you.
Listen. That's all we got to say.
No, and it's really, I mean, it's about, even when it's uncomfortable, you still do it. Why? Because you're
That's
given
what you
that
learn.
gift for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like your job. The moment, the day you start your job, you don't know what the very first day, you don't know what you're doing. You're out of your comfort zone. But then the more you do it, the better you get at it.
Right. Well, and I think anything we do in life is uncomfortable at first, no matter what.
That's true.
Because it's the unknown. It's the what's going to happen. Is this going to work? Is it not going to work? But how are you going to know if you don't try? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when you got other friends who already know and tell you,
Listen.
Ricky.
Hey, that's like Scott. She reached out to me today. She can feel it too. So
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's another big part of the paranormal.
It's comforting though, you got people that care about you,
Yeah, because I mean, we may not see each other on the regular, but we know we can pick up that phone, and if we are truly in need and need support or advice or a reading, we got somebody there.
Even when they're in the tub.
What?
Okay, that's weird. Me and Chrissy always end up voice chatting or chatting, and we're in the tub at the same time. It's fucking weird. Listen, I
gotta make her die out laughing because granted, for those who are in the chat, I can only see her from the neck up, but I can tell, and I'm like, woo! I'll get her down.
Where's Jason? Where's that foot?
Where's Jason?
What pee-pee?
Exactly, Donald. That's what parafamily's for.
Yeah.
And we're here for everybody. You got somebody that you can't seem to connect with or isn't listening to you, point them in a different direction. Hey, have you ever looked up this person on Facebook? Send them a message. Maybe.
Listen, you need to get it together and take the wheel, Jesus.
Exactly. Ricky.
She just can't. I'll tell you that.
That's right. I just can't.
I had to go to Walmart today.
As an investigator, or as someone in the metaphysical or anything like that, be willing to listen to other people, and don't be like, and I don't feel a lot of the people in here do this, but I have seen it where, why don't you just, come on now, just go out there and do it. Just go. People, again, comfort zone. Sometimes
it's like a pee-pee measuring contest where, I've been in the field longer than you, and trust me, it's not that. It's not that. It's like, just shut up and listen. You might learn. Exactly. Listen.
Exactly.
And it's not how long you've been in the field. You could be in the field 80 years
One day.
and maybe did 20 investigations, and you may have been in the field for 1 year and did 100 investigations.
Right.
And the experience you got from one investigation could have opened up so many different avenues for you.
That's what I tell people. You know, no matter where you are, no matter how long you've been in the field, everybody can learn from everybody. And sometimes you just need to listen because you may not know in a second, but eventually it might make sense.
Because even the older people that've been in the field for 20, 40, 80 years can still learn something from the newer people because things are always evolving.
Changing. Yep.
Or
they may just have a different mindset too. Like, hey, did you ever think of looking at like that could have been a piece of I don't know, like an electronic device, and you didn't think of that, or a theory like that, or oh, I know what that is. They may know exactly what's causing something to happen, and boom, you just learned something right there off the bat.
Or Donald, you can investigate one location for 8 years and consider that you're an expert.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
well, but here's the thing with that, though. You know, energy feeds on different energy from people and the investigators. So the energies that Ricky may pick up on, I may not. Or the energies that I pick up on, he may not. Or they may merge and really give us a whole lot of information because they like us both.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Randolph County Infirmary with them farting.
Exactly.
It was crazy.
I mean, you know, energy feeds energy. So it doesn't matter.
I need you to come up, both y'all to come up to the bell. I want to see what kind of energy we can pick up together on up there.
I want to know who the model was for my photo.
I know. We need it. Are you sure it was the night? You don't remember though.
No.
Did you end up in Fort Wayne?
That was too much clothes on.
Oh. Yee.
You brought Ricky on.
You
brought Ricky on.
I cannot.
Listen, y'all need to behave.
Yeah, I need to get it together. And
that's right.
Jesus gonna reach on in here and take that wheel.
Oh, that's right. Just learn to feel.
And I mean, be willing to learn, because I did my first seance at Old Park. I did my first human pendulum with Beth, and then over at, I think it was at the funeral home. I mean, and be willing to learn on the same side, because like you were saying, every location's different. Every location needs to be investigated, maybe the same, but a tad different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like going into Chrissy's house is going to be a different feeling than going into Ricky's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially what happens behind you. Oh.
Listen.
There's a whirlwind of energy right there. I had to. Listen.
Queen for a day. Oh, Lord.
You gonna get me a tiara and my tutu and my little wand?
I mean, why not? Let's go.
Right. I'll rock it.
You will. You look so.
We'll have to plan that.
Special
day. Ricky and
I want pictures.
Rawr.
I have never done the human pendulum experiment. I have seen it.
Never? You've got to try it. I've done it a few times. It's interesting. Very interesting.
Weird.
It is like they literally are pushing you from the inside. It is the strangest thing.
And that's definitely would be out of my comfort zone, because again,
same.
I can channel, and I don't even have to be trying to channel.
Exactly.
It's scary.
Well, what was funny in my experience, like I said, and I guess Donald wasn't there when we did it at the funeral home, but everybody, of course, when you're standing around, you're like, okay, it's a mind over matter. People see people going forward, backwards, and all that. So I'm gonna get in this. Okay. So everyone's yes answer was forward, everyone's no answers was back. Well, I get in there, and I guess because mentally I'm thinking, yeah, okay. Because even with my bestest friends, I still question everything. Not that I question them. I just question everything in general.
Right.
Well, when I did it, I was like, okay, the yes answer, I'm just going to go forward. In my mind, I've got this. Next thing I know, I get pushed this way.
That's exactly how my first one went. It was the opposite of what everything else was. It's like,
I was like, okay, well, this has a little truth to it here. And then after that, I was like, okay. So mentally, I'm thinking, okay, my no answer is going to be this way. So I guess, I said, what's your no answer? I went backwards. And at one point I felt like someone had to, I was losing my footing. I was pushed so hard.
And it's like you're literally being pushed from the inside. It's the strangest sensation ever.
So
that's what scared me at
where
first.
were you when you did the human pendulum, Ricky?
I was at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
Okay.
In the middle of the ER waiting room.
I know that you've investigated there and volunteered there quite a bit. Mm-hmm. So would you say that you were connecting to spirits that knew you well, or was it something else?
A little bit of both, actually. And I think that's anywhere we go, because the ones that know us pretty well are pretty much going to be around us all the time, whether we like it or not. On top of, with it being a location that several hundreds of thousands of people probably been through, you never know who you're going to get. It's a different experience all the time.
You've been there?
Been there.
Yeah. It's
Donald,
different.
That's where Donald had his nice fart.
Oh, did he unhaunt the building?
It stunk for hours, literally. And
hours?
Hours.
What?
Hours. Ashley was sniffing it like it was crack.
I mean, it came from crack, but still, like.
I don't.
She thought did she sniff it? Did she sniff it and go, this is the good stuff?
She thought it was the sewage line had busted or something.
I mean, technically it did. It was the sewage line, wasn't it? I mean, coming out the tushy.
It did.
I cannot. Well, what?
He probably just exorcised the demon. That's what it was.
Tell the story. What's Donald talking about?
So when we were at OSPH, the bathrooms, and Ricky will know, the bathrooms in the break rooms didn't work. And so you had to go down the hallway, and there's no lighting, so you have to take a little lantern to get into the bathroom.
The dark hallways of OSPH. Yeah. Yep.
So we're all sitting in the break room. Donald has to go to the bathroom. When he comes back, we met in the hallway that's in between, like by the bathroom that's to your right, but it's that little bitty hallway leaving the break room. And Donald hands me my lantern, and I go.
The bathroom that's in the ICU, right?
Yes, I believe so. So I'm like, God. So I thought the bathroom that was right there was the right bathroom. I was like, gosh, Donald stuck up that bathroom. I was trying to open the door, and I couldn't get the door open. So everybody's like, no, the bathroom's down the hall. I was like, okay, then what's that smell? But okay. So I go down there. I come back. Rebecca had met me in the hallway and said, Ilene, I've got to ask you a question. And I was like, what? She goes, it's kind of serious. It's like, what? She goes, did you fart? I said, no, but I smelled it. And then she said, well, I asked Donald, but she asked Donald, did you shit? And he's like, no. So we're like, what? And Ashley's going around sniffing. And I mean, like, and then so we leave, we come back, and the smell's still there.
How the hell? Is he a skunk? Like,
so we're sitting there talking about, well, then we go do our thing, doing everything else, whatever. Kind of forgot about it. We go back to the room, and now Rebecca, Donald, and I, we always share the same, housing, whether it's an apartment or in a hotel room, whatever. So Rebecca's in their bed. I'm in my bed. Donald's at the desk getting the, taking the stuff off the memory card. And then he just spins the chair around. He goes, I have a confession. And we're like, okay, what's your confession? Now, we've done forgot about all this. He goes, it was me. And we look at him. He goes, I farted. And we're like, wait, you lied to your wife. He goes, no, I didn't. She asked if I shit it. I didn't.
I mean, listen, in his defense, he didn't lie.
I was the last one in that hallway before everybody came in. I'm going,
so you did
it. Everybody thinks I did this. So I'm like, we make it all the way back to Kosciuszko. I said, you are calling Ashley, and you are telling her. So he had to call Ashley and tell Ashley it was him.
You were sniffing my ass.
Not believe that on me.
Hey, actually, you've been sniffing my ass all night. That's crazy.
That is funny. That is too funny.
I could not let someone think I did that.
Girls don't fart. Why would they do that? Because girls don't fart.
No, we do. Ask my husband.
Yeah.
Listen, I am forever trying to make myself, because Jason, he's the gassiest person I've ever been around in my whole life.
And trying to get his ass back.
Yes, because he gives me the Dutch oven.
Yeah, Jason!
He overpowers me.
He's some hard-boiled eggs and peanuts.
He gives you the Raging Cajun Dutch oven.
Oh, he does. I'm like, oh my gosh, I
smells like a rotten crawfish boil.
Yes.
No, I think that's what I love about investigations more than anything is the funny downtimes.
Yeah. That's what makes it all worth it. You can have fun downtime in the middle of it. Like me and Chrissy, we would seriously, I don't think I would have been able to do that with anybody else. Just sit there and talk about diarrhea in a fucking old ass toilet. Like, and then get paranormal activity, you know.
Yeah.
That's
true. Because we were interactions.
I mean, you hear it on the audio. It probably sounded like, hey, at the time, but it went, bleh, like really, it farted. And then Chrissy's like, it said, hey. The way you said it, it's on YouTube. Go to my Paranormal Encounters YouTube. It's on there. It's the Randolph County Infirmary episode. It's hilarious.
Oh Lord!
We did a lot of good stuff that night, though. It was pretty cool. I mean,
when you get Ricky and I together in an investigation, man, it's never dull. I promise.
See,
unless we go to the Masonic Temple in Fort Wayne and Chrissy ends up falling asleep.
Oh my God!
It was boring. It was boring.
Well, we had that interaction in that one room, though. But
yeah, I heard that voice.
Was when you go on these public events,
there's so many.
You can't do your thing, and the spirits are like, "Yeah, no, I'm dipping out. I'm headed over here." And you can't go over there. But we're literally sitting there and we're hearing a little girl talking behind us. Everybody's focused on the middle of the room and ain't nothing.
Everybody's looking this way. We're looking this way.
Exactly. But yeah, it got so boring because they were like, well, everybody needs to come join this circle.
I literally, no more than 2 minutes, step away because I got drawn to this one corner of this area. And I come back. And it's awfully quiet by Chrissy. I'm just sitting there. All of a sudden, you start hearing. I was like, wait a second. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was like, did I hear what I thought I heard? Wait a couple seconds and hear. I'm like, Chrissy. She's like, what?
Don't let him like you. He not only did that, he took pictures of me.
I did.
I've never met Ricky. I mean, we've talked several times. I've never met him, and Chrissy and I have never investigated together, and I look forward to that more. I mean, just little things like that than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Now the evidence is great and all that, but like Donald said,
we're
a family, and it's like,
yeah.
It's well, I have something I could say, but we're a family, and that makes
it. You fart?
I coughed.
Oh.
That makes it 20 times better. And I do think the spirits sense that when you've got that connection.
They do. They read the energy. And that's why I said when Ricky and I are together on investigations, number one, we're both empathic. But they feed off of our energy, no matter where we're at. Always. It seems like you put us two together and you get a whole lot of activity. I can't get activity alone, or he can't, but you add the two in the mix and it's crazy.
Well, it's like I get jealous of Rebecca because all of a sudden Rebecca starts coming into her abilities, and now she gets all the activity, and Dawn and I are like going, okay. It's like it's all focused on Rebecca right now, but it's her
next time it gets quiet, rip some ass, and it's like, what's up, spirit?
No, I investigate with TPPS a lot, and we always have to take Tommy Twinkies because if not, his stomach will.
Demon! Dude, bro! You're fucking demon!
Ain't no demons in somebody's stomach. They either ain't Taco Bell or they hungry.
No, all right, let's rewind. Let's rewind all the way back to like my first, like when I started getting into investigating with the team in Georgia. There was a team I was a guest on. I'm not dropping any names or anything because I mean it's so long ago, and I don't want to put anybody
Yeah.
like out there. And just out of respect, but it was a funny moment, and I will never forget everybody freaking out because they thought there was a demon in the room when somebody's stomach growled. But they were so sold on the fact that a demon was coming out of the depths of hell from a portal out of a mirror. It was the funniest thing I've ever had. And then somebody accidentally bumped the mirror and ended up breaking the mirror at a private residence.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So it was terrible. I'm like, oh, shit.
What did the people say?
I don't even think they told him, to be honest.
That's a big no-no.
That is a big no-no.
Don't do that, folks.
So now you know why I went about my way. It's like,
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, there was a group local. I was at a place in Michigan. It literally said, do not sit on the bed. They sat on the bed, and what happened? They broke the fucking bed. And it was an antique bed.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
you always no. I mean, you no matter where you're investigating, whether it's private residency or a business or whatever, you always say, "What can we and can we not sit on?" But yeah, that had a sign on it. Come on now.
Right.
Butthole demon.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I can't. Okay.
It was demonic activity of the butthole, is what that was.
We were at Brushy Mountain once and heard growls. Come to find out, it was Doyle asleep in a cell.
Now I'll tell you my funniest with Leanne. We were doing the human pendulum at the Masonic Temple in Kansas, and so Mustafa was like, "I'm scared I'm gonna get sick and throw up."
Mustafa.
So we all look around. Who do we put in front of Mustafa? Leanne. No, Mustafa's like 6'20", and Leanne's like 5 foot nothing. So we're like, okay, like she could, obviously stop him. She's got more strength than people think. But yeah, we just like, yeah, if he throws up, and at one point he starts rocking and you could just see it. And I'm like, oh gosh, here it comes. Here it comes. He didn't throw up on her, but
you were kind of low key and hoping that happened.
Oh my gosh, I cannot.
Mustafa.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. It's just the camaraderie between all of us as investigators. Like, it's the fun and the energy that you can have just being together. And it doesn't matter if you get evidence or you get video or even if you get EVPs. It's the connection and the energy that you can feed on.
To be honest, my favorite things are car rides. We have some of the funniest fucking car rides ever.
Oh, I was a part of that. I was a part of one of them.
Yep. Oh, yeah. That was when we were going to Crown Point. Ricky, quit!
Listen, folks, let me tell you. When you get Ricky Hellard in a car, every song that plays, he changes the lyrics.
No, I got one. Donald will sit there. Now, we were on our way to the temple, and I hadn't slept in over like close to 24 hours at this point. Rebecca's like, hey, can you stay awake with me so that, because it wasn't intentional. I had something happen at work, so I couldn't go to sleep.
Right.
And so she goes, can you stay up with me so I don't fall asleep? I'm like, well, yeah, we'll have Donald in the back sleeping. We're good. Donald sleeps like that as soon as he gets in the vehicle.
Right.
Must be nice.
I know, right? And so we're sitting there. So so she stops. Donald gets up and he's ready to drive. He puts headphones in, listening to his Bluetooth, but cranks the radio up full volume, totally different song. So I'm sitting there in the front with this radio blaring, and I'm going, okay, I can't sleep. So next thing I know, we're about to enter Missouri, and he pulls over. He goes, "You ready to drive?" Now, keep in mind, I drive a little Lexus, okay? He has a big old Suburban. I've never driven a Suburban before. We're on these 2-lane roads that one was 3 lanes. 1 minute you're in 1 lane and 2 lanes coming. The next minute you're going around a curve. You're coming. And all these 18-wheelers, and I mean, the roads are starting to blend together because I'm still off of 24 hours no sleep. We get to the temple. Now he's back there sleeping. Rebecca's sleeping. Oh no, he's in the passenger seat sleeping. Rebecca's sleeping. We get to Springfield, and so I'm like, okay, I'm stopping. It's 8:00 traffic in the morning, and we hit the road probably about 10, 11 at night. And so I was like, I'm stopping. I'm getting me a Starbucks. So I'm like, I'm gonna sleep the rest of the way a little bit. Nope, didn't happen because now Rebecca's up and me and Rebecca are talking. We get to the temple. We have to set up all this. Now everybody wants to go out and do karaoke.
I want some sleep.
And they're like, Ilene, are you drunk? Because I think I had like one drink. And they're like, are you drunk? I was like, no, I'm tired.
There's a difference.
Yes,
yeah.
because you should never be drinking and investigating. Just to
No, this was the after party, and this was the night before an investigation.
Exactly. That's why I was making that clear.
No.
Are
you not supposed to? I'm just kidding. I know.
Keep
your senses at 100%.
Yeah.
Sober.
So you don't break people's mirrors.
Exactly.
Right. Or think your stomach is a fucking demon.
That's
your
the
stomach
after party.
Yeah. But shit, be honest though, half the time when our afterward, everything's closed because we don't wrap up till the fucking ass crack of dawn.
I know, 3 or 4 a.m.
Where are we gonna get some food? I don't know. Nothing's open.
Exactly.
Waffle House.
Awful House.
You can't
Want to see a fight?
find. You can't even find Waffle Houses around here anymore.
I'm surprised they're in service because every time we go in there, it's like 3, 4 o'clock each other, and
I know. Well, okay, so there is one in Indianapolis. We stopped there one time.
Don't do that.
It was a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie.
A little bit. I can feel it.
Jason was with me, so I mean, I was safe. But like, had he not been with us, no, we wouldn't have stopped.
I think the second funniest road trip I had with Donald and Rebecca, it's funny now. It wasn't funny. It was funny at the beginning, not the middle, and it's funny now. So Donald, he's a firefighter, and he had been doing something near poison ivy, poison oak, whatever. And so we made it to Tyler, Texas. Of course, he slept the whole way. And so we make it to Tyler, Texas, and his face is starting to break out right before we left.
Oh,
so we do the event, we do the Paracon, and then we're getting ready to come. It was a 2-day thing. Coming back, Donald wakes up in the morning. His face is so swollen that we're like, okay, what do we do? We're out here in Tyler, Texas. What do we do? We're like, okay, we're gonna make it back to Mississippi. Take him to the hospital. Whatever. So we get about. I mean, Rebecca's driving 80 to 100 miles an hour because just trying to get back to Mississippi for him. He's asleep, rightfully so right now. He's asleep in the back. And so we finally get close to Vicksburg, and his face is just getting worse and worse. I mean, I swear he was a balloon about to explode.
Yeah.
And
wow.
So we called David and said, okay, what hospital in Vicksburg? Because there's a lot of kill hospitals in Vicksburg that you go in, you're not coming out. So he told us about this clinic that just opened up that was good. So we go there. They give him a shot for the poison ivy or whatever it was. And so they go on to Kosciuszko. We're waiting out. I'm waiting outside. So they go on there. I come home. They end up going to some clinic, I think in Kosciuszko or somewhere, gets another shot for poison ivy. And finally, he's not getting better. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. So finally he comes to Jackson, goes to the hospital. He didn't have poison ivy. He had the shingles. And when they were giving him the shots for poison ivy, it was amping the shingles. Now it's common, but because I mean he looked like a balloon about to explode.
That's terrible.
Please tell me y'all got pictures. Sorry, Donald.
Oh, you know I do.
I figured.
She said that's so evil.
He could be on his deathbed, and I'll be going, oh, but please don't die. Click, click. Please don't die. Click, click.
Damn.
Well, y'all, I think we're going to end the show. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. He was the elephant man. Oh, Lord. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We will be back again next week. Same time, same channel. Not sure if Beth is going to be able to join us next week, but if she is, it'll be a blessing. If she's not, we'll still keep praying for her. Keep those prayers and love and light coming for
I'll
her.
come back and be a queen for the day.
There you go. We'll have.
And I do want to say something based on the very first part of the conversation.
Okay.
If you are coming into abilities, or if anybody is ragging you about it, reach out to some people. Don't stop following your gut.
At the end of the day, it's just an opinion from someone else. They don't know you. They don't know what you're going through. So keep the good fight.
And it's a gift. It's
Mhm.
it's a gift.
Not
So,
everybody has it.
No, it's not a curse. It's a gift. So roll with it and reach out to whoever you can. And if they can't get you the answer, reach out to one of us, because I'm sure we can lead you in the right direction.
Oh yeah.
And you might have a friend, and might be crazy friend for life if you reach out to us.
Yep.
But peace, love, and kindness. We'll see you soon.